Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Esports Report. FaZe Black takes home first, and last night's 2K, they banked $3,600 for their efforts. It's time now to talk with the captain of FaZe Black. Please welcome to the show once again, Censor. Doug, how you doing today, my friend?
Feeling good. I actually had some bad pre-workouts. So I have a little bit of a headache right now, but other than that, everything's good. We won the 2K. We're first in the league. Things couldn't be better right now.
So how long, we heard it at the end of that game 4 with you and Dito talking back and forth. How many 2Ks did you play in before you finally got this victory?
Well, I played in every 2K since the start, but with Dito, every single 2K. I've been teaming with him for about 4 months now, and we haven't won a single 2K. So I'd have to say it's been at least 15 2Ks until we finally won one.
That's incredible. I mean, they're only on weekends, so 15 weeks at least of 2Ks. You finally got one. Last week, you guys fell just short going up against TK in the semifinals. You went all the way to round 11. What was the team talking about after that loss last week?
Well, we knew that we should have won that game strictly because they got a spawn behind us on domination. We're about to make a comeback. We were up 2-1 in the series. They had like a 36-point lead on us. And on that second side of the Dom, we actually came back and we were winning by about 40. And then all of a sudden, one of the players spawned behind us for no reason at all, and that won them the game. And then they won in a Game 5, round 11. So we knew that domination was really, really fluky. They pulled it out in the search. Props to them. It was a great series, but we did wish that we could have closed it out 3-1 and went to the finals.
Well, this week you saw yourselves on the opposite side of the bracket from TK. Was that a relief, or were you a little bit worried as soon as you saw that you had to go up against teams like Complexity and potentially Optic Gaming?
No, Puckett, I'm never really worried about who I'm playing, and I preach that to my team all the time. I know Dito's a guy who likes to look at the brackets and the matchups, and he's like, all right, so if we beat this team, we play that team. If we beat Cole, we're going to play Optic. If we beat Optic, we're going to play TK. And I'm like, listen, dude, who cares who we play? I honestly don't care. Going back, I remember at regionals, Golden Boy's like, oh, you scared, you got FaZe, and then if you win, you have Complexity. If you win, you have this, you have that. And I was like, no, I don't care. Just put me up against anyone, and we're going to play our game, and we're going to win.
Well, we're looking at your stats last night, and you only lost 2 maps the entire day. You lost 1 on Octane, and that was to Wild and Domination, and then you lost Sovereign to Envy. Is S&D your strongest game mode? Would you say Blitz is your strongest game mode? Why the struggles in Domination? You only had 2 of them.
I think Domination is actually our strongest mode, to be honest with you. I think in the league, our Dom record's like 14-2 or something absurd like that. We really, really do well in Domination, and I just think well-rounded. We're a very well-rounded team. We win in every single mode consistently. We don't have any problems with any maps, any modes, so I don't really think there's any weakness on our team right now.
Well, coming into it, everyone was a little bit worried about you adding Dito back into the lineup. It looks like things have been all patched up. You guys seem like a very solid squad, and I love the communication Formal has brought to this team. Where do you think FaZe Black stands amongst all the other Call of Duty teams right now? What's it like to be teaming with these 3 guys?
Well, I've been teaming with Saints and Dito forever, it feels like. Ever since the beginning, since Philly, I've been teaming with Saints, and I've been teaming with Dito since regionals. So we've had a heck of a run together. Our placings are like 4th, 1st, 4th, and 2nd. So we never placed out of the top 4 as a core 3, and then we added Formal to the team. He's a really good mediator for us. He helps us out a lot with our communication. Whenever we start arguing with each other, he usually cools us down and relaxes us, and he also has a really good shot and a really good attitude towards the game. So I think the addition of Formal helped us out a lot, and I couldn't be happy with the teammates that I have right now.
Well, last week you guys tore it up in the online league. You went 5-0. You won the 2K as well. Let's take a look at where you stand overall. Now, you have passed Envy, but those first 2 losses kind of haunting you. You're now 8-2 overall, 80% win record. Huge there. Envy's at 6-1, and you have most map wins out of any team at 25 compared to just 10 losses, the least out of any team. I think you're clearly the #1 team in the league right now. How confident are you guys that you'll be able to perform this way this weekend at Niagara?
Well, I never have any questions in my teammates. Throughout this entire game, I've been really fortunate to have great teammates along with me. And, I've been teaming with Saints and Dito for a long time. I know what they bring to the table. I watched Formal all the way through PAX. I watched just about every single one of his maps. And he seems to be playing really well, working the objective with me, working flanks, and slaying out near the middle of the map and then helping me hop on flags. So I think our team, the sky's the limit. I always expect to win. I try my hardest to win all the time consistently. So like I said, I think it's the best team I could put together.
And who do you think you'll match up against in the grand finals of Niagara if you secure a spot there?
It's hard to tell. I mean, Complexity hasn't been out of the finals since forever, so obviously you have to say Complexity if they are going to play. If Complexity is not going to play, then I'd have to say Envy, maybe even Optic. They look like a really strong team. And then who knows? There's always a chance for any team to go to the finals. You never know in Call of Duty.
Well, I'm super excited to see what happens here. You guys definitely seem to have adjusted quite well to the Bison.
Yeah.
A ferocious squad with 4 of those out when you guys had it. And then final question here. With the announcement of the X Games this week, Doug, you guys currently the 6th team. You're 6,200 points behind Strictly Business. There's only 5 teams getting invited to X Games. You have UMG Niagara, which is 10,000 pro points, 5K coming up the weekend after that. Do you see yourself headed to the X Games? What would it mean for you to win an X Games gold medal?
Well, yeah, I'm getting a lot of hate on Twitter saying, oh, well, if they go to the X Games, then FaZe Black's going to win because they play the best when there's no money on the line. So that gave me a pretty cool laugh. So, you know, I think our team's going to do really well at Niagara. We're going to do really well as best as we can in the 2Ks and the 5Ks and online S&D tournaments, GB ladders, do everything we can to get pro points. And hopefully we do qualify for the X Games and we just keep giving it 100%. I think that's all I could ask for from the team, is just to give 100% effort all the time and just see how far it takes us.
I like it, man. Great answers across the board. Doug, thank you for coming on this show. Where can we find you and where are you streaming?
I'll be streaming on my MLG channel, mlg.tv/censor. Probably going to be scrimming with the team tonight. If not, I'm pretty sure we have league matches tomorrow. I got to check the schedule, but 2 weeknights in the week, we always have league matches. And then we also have league matches on Saturdays, and we have the 2Ks on Sundays.
All right, well, best of luck up in Canada this weekend. Thank you for coming on the show today. Guys, that's going to do it for today's ESR. Shout out to the production team. They covered Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all from the league play as well as the 2K. It's not an easy day if you're behind the scenes, but these guys pulled it off. Thank you for tuning in, especially those of you who watched on your Xbox 360. You have 1 day in the books, 4 more to go if you want to win yourself a hoodie, MLG t-shirt, and more MLG swag. I'll be back tomorrow, 4 o'clock. I'll see you right here on MLG.tv/ESR.